Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Cheney, and I'm one half of a husband and wife team, and we're dedicated to helping you reclaim your physical and financial health. So the question for the day on mindset is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Take a second, think about it, and really visualize where you want to be. Now, as you're visualizing, I want to share with you my personal story. Cece and I was actually talking about this morning after we were doing our meditation, and it was very interesting because it's something that's been coming up repeatedly from different coaches, different mentors, and it's one thing that keeps saying is you will always overestimate what you can do in 1 year, but you will underestimate what you can do within 10 years. So I like to try to focus on that sweet spot, the 5-year mark. And so since 2015, Cece and I, we make our long-term goals for 5 years, and we make them very, very huge. And I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the times we don't hit those goals. However, the goals that we do reach that we didn't even set is the ones that are actually amazing and make us go forward and more forward in life. And so, like 2015, before we were getting ready to leave here, my only goal that I set in life was just to be healthier, be a better husband, and be able to live longer with my wife. So I didn't want her to be a widow at such a young age. And the things that I didn't see with that was getting off a CPAP machine, being able to walk, being able to jump rope, being able to do yoga, being able to have a restful night of sleep. Like, those little things I did not have no clue would become better when my big goal was just about being a healthier person so my wife doesn't become a widow at such a young age. And it's remarkable how far I've came. Like, yes, I'm not at the six-pack abs yet. I'm not with the big muscles, the 40-inch pythons like Hulk Hogan. However, I have my health. I have my wife. I have my life back. Like, if you're someone who doesn't get a good restful night of sleep, think back when you had a restful night of sleep. How did that feel? How did it feel when you wake up? That next morning you woke up happy, refreshed. And those are those things that those little things, when you get those back in life after they've been taken away, they become so precious, so precious. Like, now, I have a 10 o'clock bedtime. Like I tell people, look, 10 o'clock, I am out. If you contact me, you better hope it's an emergency, and you better hope I can see the light on my phone, because I'm going to sleep for about a good 8-9 hours. And I couldn't do that before. Before, I was only sleeping 2 hours the most through the night, and I was taking pills. And so, let's say if you're someone with a business goal, let's say, where do you want to be in business? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to be a 6-figure, 7-figure earner? Do you want to be able to leave a legacy behind for your kids, for your grandkids, for the next generations? If so, what is your vision? What do you want to do? But the other catch to that is, are your actions incongruent with the vision that you set for yourself? So, I'm going to be honest with you. The whole part of me with getting healthier, I didn't just sit on my ass and keep eating barbecue, eating fried chicken, eating hamburgers, eating fast food restaurants. I stopped all of that because I had such a goal that I wanted to live life again. All of my actions were leading up to that. So I was eating big salads. I was starting to make food for myself. I started cooking more at home, which was really hilarious. Finding different ways to use different types of vegetables, such as mushrooms, making lentil loaves, like all these different things. You have to be creative. Like, you can't just say, I want to go, and then think the universe, God, Mother Nature, whatever your personal beliefs are in, they're going to give it to you. You have to get out there and work hard for it. We all work hard every day in our everyday lives, whether you're working hard, taking care of the kids, putting food on the table, working hard in a government job, whether you're a teacher, a nurse, a doctor. We all work hard. However, sometimes when it's time to improve ourselves, we want to take the back seat and just sit back and feel like, okay, now I need to relax. And this is when you need to put your foot on the gas stronger than ever. When you're trying to reach your personal goals, it's about the mindset, but also part of that mindset is the actions leading to the goals that you want. And one of the suggestions that I would give is if you have a big goal, look for someone who's reached that goal. Don't get advice from someone, like if you have a health and wellness goal, let's say if you want to lose 10 pounds, don't go and get advice from someone who's gained 50 pounds. They're not going to help you. Their advice isn't going to be there. It's not going to do anything for you unless you want to gain 50 pounds or more with them. So I look at people like Terry Crews for health. I look at people like Sean T. I look at, if you ever heard of the fitness, Shaolin Fitness, like Beachbody, all these different things, P90, P90X, DDP yoga. I look at people who have the physique and can do the things that I want to be able to do, and not people who aren't doing shit in their life. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but we do live in a world now where everybody wants to broadcast their negativity, and they're not doing anything about bettering their lives. And that is probably the best thing that you can do, is seek someone who has what you want to obtain. If it's a business, go get into mentorship. That's one of the things we did. We went and we searched the internet, scoured everybody, and we started looking for the people. Who do we want to talk to? We wrote their names down. We actually have it's a list in one of our journals where it's our mastermind, the people that we wanted to work with in business. And I think out of the 10 names, we have been on webinars and trainings with at least 4 or 5 of those people, which is pretty amazing. That's in less than a year. Vision mindset is very important. Where do you want to be in life? Where do you want to go? And are you willing to take the actions to get there? And so also, this is going to have everything to do with mindset. I understand right now is like a really, really hard time, especially depending on if you're in an area where you're stuck in for quarantine, or if you're in an area where you're just uncertain as far as how things are going with the health and wellness system, your medical system, or you're just scared. There's a lot of depression, there's a lot of anxiety going around. And I just want you to know I am here. If you need to talk, you can reach out to me here on LinkedIn. If you want my actual social media contacts, I will put them in the description above. You can reach out to me at any time of the day. I will say this, if it's, because we're on Central Standard Time, so if it is after 10 p.m., I may not respond right away. If I don't, I do apologize. But if I do get a message from you and you need to talk, I will respond right away. In these times, we need to be, we just need to come together. We need to show humanity and let people know humanity still exists. We don't have to live in fear, and we don't have to live in fear of all of the distraction from the media and everything else that's going on in the world. There's a lot of great things. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of great energy still going on out here. So don't feel like you have to be waddled in your depression or anxiety. I am here. You can talk to me at any time. I am very open about my personal struggles that I've had with depression and anxiety. So I'm always here to talk to you and give any advice or any information that has helped me to get that out to you too. So I want you to have a great weekend. Hope you're doing something great this Saturday. If you're not, if you want to hop on a house party, play some games or something, that's what Cece and I usually do on the weekends. We just find random people just to have some fun with. Just shoot me a message and we'll send you the invite to get on too. But other than that, I actually have to get out of here and get ready to start recording our radio show, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.